Alright, what's up guys, gals? We're back trying this again. Don't know if it's gonna work or not. I uninstalled my encoding software and reinstalled it. I made a couple other changes to see if I could find the issue. It's better, it's not perfect, but it'll work, so I can go ahead and do something. I'm getting more than 10 frames per second, let's put it that way. Sometimes I'm getting 60 and sometimes I'm in the 30s. That could be the map. So it seems stable though. So anyways, I'm going to try to get some of this wood unloaded and put away. And then just go from there. Do whatever needs to be done here. Come on. Don't do it like that. It's not the camera I want to be on anyways. All right. Alright, so we'll get all this wood unloaded and then we'll do a little something else. Whoops. That was a little hiccup. My wood wouldn't turn like that. There we go. We'll do a little first person login this time. I think I lost all my viewers when I had to go away there for a moment. All right. All right. Okay. Come on, magnetic stuff. Let it go. RC UK, what's going on, buddy? How you doing, bud? Chat's working. I just looked over and saw you. I've been having problems, so there's probably a lot of people not even watching anymore. Probably not a whole lot of people watching. Yeah, I got on earlier and did the whole intro and all that other stuff and got ready to do the stream and got in here and didn't have but about 15 frames per second. And it looked absolutely horrible. So I had to stop and do some troubleshooting, trying to figure out what it was. And in the process, probably lost everybody that was watching to other channels or other things. So it happens. So but I had Christy in here for a minute. He was checking out because I had, you know, there's like several things it could have been. I updated the map today, so it could have been the updated map causing problems. It could have been the, you know, I've done several things in the last few days. Updated the map, made some changes with my own rig. Had updated software for encoding, updated video drivers. So I went through and just systematically troubleshot everything, and it seemed like if I turned off the encoding software, I got all my frames back. So led me to believe, okay, well, I'm having an issue with my frame rates. And really, I can't pull off of there. So I went and uninstalled the encoding software and reinstalled it. Hopefully that's going to resolve the issue here. I won't know for a little bit. I mean, it's better. It's not 100% perfect. And I'll do some other checking later. Okay, I really didn't want that little bitty twig out of there, but if I can go put this over here and get it in the wood stack, get it out of the way. Okay, that's weird. There was a big log on the back of that trailer just a second ago, and it vanished. Bizarre. Christy's still on here. He's mowing. He needs to come join me in chat. Let me check and see what's going on with him. Why is he in chat with me? Hello, Christy. What are you doing?
I'm just doing a little grass mowing. How about you?
Just, you know, scratching my head.
Trying to figure out where that log went?
Yeah, did you see that?
Did.
I didn't just imagine that, did I? I thought I imagined it. I was like, huh, they're gone. Hang on, I gotta readjust my screen here. Oh, there's one more change I need to make real quick. Pardon me real quick, guys, while I make a quick adjustment while I'm out of game. I do apologize, but there's so many little things that I forget to do, especially when there's something goes wrong and I get a little flustered. Disable that. Okay. All right, and that back up on screen so I can see it. Good to go. I'll get organized here in a minute and get this going. Maybe by the time the stream's over. Ah, there we go. Think about what I'm doing here. Well, how was your Father's Day, Chris D?
Great. I went to Longhorn Steakhouse for dinner. Fabulous. And I got to do nothing today. That was fantastic. No chores to do. I can sit around and do what I want.
Nice. Yeah, I think XSplit made a change to how their game encoder works, like the game capture, and I think that's where the problem's at. Because I'm looking, my CPU is only 84% usage. My GPU is at 61%, which is. I use the GPU also to drive the encoding for the stream. So if my GPU is hardly even working and my game's, you know, why is my frame rate going down? Well, that and my processor sucks. Let's just acknowledge the elephant in the room. Alright, so updates that come with upgrading the map, other than just the fact that we got the larger farm over at the Johnson farm, which now I have farm envy with the Johnson farm, because not only does it have 2 Quonsets and all the stores, it has 3 silage bunkers over there, which is just, wow, you know? How did they get so many?
I thought I saw 2. Did you see 3?
3. There's 3 actual. There's 3 places. Look like 3 to me, anyways. I could be wrong. But also, the sawmills have been fixed so that. When you shut the server down and come back on or whatever, whether it's in single player or multiplayer, the sawmills will automatically start right back up.
They just need to fix the pallet pack.
Well, I think they have increased the... Here's what I don't remember. I don't quite understand what he means by this, but he's increased the pallet quantity, or he's the amount that you either get on a pallet, or he's fixed the amount of pallets in a pallet stack. So maybe the yield of a pallet stack is higher quantity. I don't know. I didn't dive enough into that. I know he said he adjusted the pallet capacity, I think is what he said. But I don't know if that means there's more pallets in a stack of pallets, or a pallet can hold more. I'm hoping it means he updated it to where there's more pallets in a stack, which would be the equivalent of adding another factory, you know, so that would work.
Well, if there's more than 4,000 in a stack, you know that it works.
Oh, is that what they were, was 4,000?
Yep.
See, I'd never paid attention to it. You and Rambo were doing more of the pallet stuff than me, so I never really paid attention to it. But I think they are still 4,000, to be honest with you. They are 4,000 liters.
Now let's just hope they crank out fast.
Yeah, I don't know about that. All right, I need to get the truck. Actually, I need to get the truck that's at the factory. Right, oh, I was in it. There it is. All right, head back to the farm. And we'll drop this truck off, and we'll pick up the other trailer. And we'll come up here and get some wood and take it over to the pallet factory, because I think we're out of wood at the pallet factory. So we'll work on that a little bit. RCUK, you updated NVIDIA, I guess is what you're saying. It messed up your settings. Yeah, it did that to me too. That was one of the adjustments that I made. Was I updated my, in order to get the data test or whatever it was that Cattle and Crops put out last Friday. In order to get it, I had to install the latest, greatest NVIDIA driver. And when I did, apparently it decided to reset all the settings for my games to what it thought their recommended settings were. Which changed my farm sim up to like 4K, or right below 4K. It says 3K, I guess is what it set it at. And it was messing with some stuff, so I thought maybe that was a problem as well, because it had to do the whole... It would, because my system is set for 1080p, right? Is what I have everything set for. That's also what I have the game set to encode at in my settings. So, I thought maybe that was causing part of the problems. And so, because it would scale the game up, but then it would have to downscale it for the encoder. And it was just weird the way it would do it, because you go to the higher resolution for the game, but then when you went to the desktop, you go back to 1080p, and sometimes it would hang up and mess up a little bit. And so I thought maybe that was the issue. So I went in and changed the settings back to 1080p and restarted the game, and the game runs fine. The game runs at a flat 60 frames per second no matter what I do, but it's when I go into the encoder for the streams that I'm having the FPS loss. So Undead Legends, hello, welcome back to the stream, sir. Hope you're doing well. So we'll park this trailer, grab the flatbed. We'll go get a load of wood. And we'll haul that up to the lumber or the pallet facility. Where's my trailer at? Can't really use the mirrors on this one. That's something I really wish they would get worked out in Farm Sim, is the mirrors situation.
Yeah, perhaps we could use them and they'd be accurate.
I know there's some mods out there that allow you to get it and make it useful, but I don't know. I just wish Giants would work on that, because that would be, I'd like to be able to, now that they've actually put head tracking in as a, you know, integrated part of it, and with more of it going towards virtual reality by the time they get to 19, if they continue on with the franchise, it would be nice to see them integrate mirror adjustments and dual mirrors in there so that you could actually do the things you need to do.
That would be pretty sweet.
Hey, if they can do it in ATS, they can do it in Farm Sim. You know, if they had a mirror menu where you pull up your mirror menu and it allows you to enable or disable mirrors for the people who have sloppy computers, and then a mirror adjustment. I know there's a mod out there that allows you to adjust your mirror, you know, so it can be done. Or at least there was one for 15. Haven't really seen it in 17 yet. I like the challenge of backing up from the in-cab view, you know?
I remember that Fendt tractor pack on 15 had adjustable mirrors on it for years.
Oh, yeah. That was such an awesome fit. I shall avoid the mud puddles. All right. Whole people watching. Pathetic. I just can't generate numbers over on Twitch, man. It's sad. Just can't get the viewers over on Twitch.
How many are there?
11. Which one of those is you? One of them's me. RCUK and Undead Legends. So that's 4 of the 11. Alright, let's see if we can back into this bay and get all these small thin pallets of wood out. I think all these little ones will become one big one. Yeah, we still got one little pallet. Didn't fill up. A couple of them didn't fill up, but that's alright. Swing by the front of this one and see if it sucks a few little pallets off. Or a little bit of wood off of it. Guess not. We'll come back and get all that. Alright. Alright, so I wanted to unload off of that side when we get there. Billy Lee Lola! What's up, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Normal Gamer 232. You guys would be 5 and 6 of the people watching. Mind Games would be 7. What up? Thanks for being here, guys. I appreciate it. All right. Think that'll unload them. Nope. Reload. Alright, X, Y. That one's in there. X. One more time. Make sure it's going off to the side. Turn X off. No, I don't want to unload to the center. I want to unload there. Here we go. Alright, that gets us wood in there. I'm gonna go get another load of wood. And then we'll come back. I'm gonna do it again. Billy Lee Lola, thanks. Love your streams, Moose. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Glad to have you with us. I like doing the streams. I do. I enjoy them. I enjoy the interaction with you guys. Sometimes I get a little frustrated in them, mainly just when things just don't go right. Like tonight, having issues with the computer, it really just annoys me because I'm usually, when I get ready to do the stream, I'm all excited and ready to go and fired up about it and thinking, well, I'm going to do this, do this, do this. And then I get caught up in all the crud that goes on with trying to figure out all the technical little issues and everything. And it just knocks me out of the zone. It's just sort of a bummer. And then the whole nobody watching thing is just getting to me. Because I really want to build up the Twitch thing, but I know that if I went over to YouTube right now and fired the stream up right now, I know I'd get 35, 40 viewers. And it just...
Easily.
It's so annoying. I just don't understand where the connection loss is. Why it's so hard to get people to move over to Twitch, because I do the thing over in Twitter, and I even went over to Facebook tonight and did a thing on Facebook. I've tried doing the videos on YouTube, and it seems like people watch the video, but then they just are like, not going over there. There we go. Got those last two out of there. You said it's their loss. I know, man, but for me, it's so frustrating because I want to, I need to build up this channel on Twitch for me, and I can't do it, it's just not working out. And I know Rome's not built in a day, and I should be happy with the numbers that I get when I get them. And part of the problem tonight is the fact that, well, I had a technical issue in the beginning, and that probably screws me up even more. But, and again, when I know I could just go over to YouTube right now and flip the switch and get so many more viewers, it's tough to sit over here with, a handful of viewers. But then again, it's, the handful of viewers that I get are the more loyal people anyways. So... oh, it's just a struggle. More than anything, it's a pride thing. I tend to succeed at everything I do, and when I don't succeed, it's really, really frustrating. I shouldn't say I succeed at everything I do. I succeed at most things I do. There are some things I know I just suck at. First-person shooters, oh yeah. It's like PUBG. I don't expect ever to be the greatest player in PUBG. I just want to have fun with it. But and if I have fun, I'm being successful, right? All right, so work position turned off. Unload to the side. Pull forward just a little bit to there. Unload. All right, that's good. And that's good. Hayden 128, welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel. Thanks for the follow, buddy. I appreciate it. Nice to have you. There's an easier way to have done this. I could have just done a big loop and come down the side of the loading dock there and gotten these, but trying to do it a little more realistic. Back to work tomorrow, Chris D.
Yep, bright and early.
Me
Are you
too.
bringing those pallets over here to the orchard? Or you bringing them somewhere else?
Where do they need to go?
When we were on last, I only put like 1 pallet of each to the orchard, so they only got 4,000, maybe less since the server's been running.
Actually, I was just gonna take them down to the greenhouse and drop them there, and then they could be distributed wherever they need to go from there. So,
okay, that's cool.
To be honest with you, the orchards and the greenhouses just, I lost interest in them once I figured out they aren't needed. I thought they were needed for production and everything for like Del Monte, and they're not even needed.
It's just nice to get extra money out of them.
Oh yeah. Speaking of Del Monte, still got a lot of stuff in there being produced. 114,000 cans. I think I'm gonna go sell some off today, because that's a full trailer load. Because I think you can only put like 120,000 on a trailer, something like that. Oh, this is not where I want to go. We got to get the dairy back up and running today too. So let's see where we're at with Borden. We need some salt there. And well, we've got milk, so we should run some sour cream. Let's run some sour cream. Sour cream is running. Got a lot of milk, so I think we can run a load of salt down to the milk factory, so we can get some cheese making down there as well. And we'll go with that. Yeah, I'm gonna unload these at the outside the gate to the greenhouse, and then they can be distributed however. And then if you need them for the orchard, you can get them to the orchard. Okay. I just wanted to get them off of the dock over there at the pallet factory, so there'd be room.
Yeah, I'm just raking field 52 right now.
Big Skits, welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel. Hello, hello, hello. All right. ET 2948, what's going on, bud? I'm all right, man. I'm doing good. Hey, look, anytime, let's be honest, anytime you got time to sit down and play Farm Sim or any kind of video game, life is good. Life is good. Could be worse. Could be stuck at work. You know, some reason not able to do it. I look at it, anytime as I'm able to do this, life is good. So I was telling Chris D a little bit earlier tonight, I think I've made a decision as far as farms go. You know, we've been trying to get everything. Ooh, that field looks ready. I think the barley is ready to be harvested, Chris.
Oh, okay.
What do you believe so?
Yeah, it looks like 33 and 35 just popped.
Yeah, cool. How you doing, little harvesting? Finish our straw contract. Make a little more money. Anyways, what I was telling him earlier was...
All right, let me just finish raking this field and then I'll swing back down to the main one.
So my discussion with him and Hemi earlier was, I think what I'm going to do is take the Homer and all the processing heads to the Homer over to the... What farm is it over there? I can't remember. The Richards farm or the Roberts farm or something like that, which is way over on the other side where the southwest corner of the map. We have a field there already. We had it planted in onions and we're going to get ready to plant it in carrots or something. But I'm thinking about buying 2 more fields over there, maybe 3 fields over there, at least 2 though, and have one field be dedicated for potatoes, 1 field dedicated for carrots, and 1 field dedicated for onions. And that way the equipment needed to harvest them will be there in the Homer equipment, as well as it's like right in line with the Del Monte station. So if we fill it up, and then the train can go right there, pick up everything, and take it right to Del Monte, and we don't have to do all the transfers that have to be done if we farm all that stuff up here. And it frees everything up here to be done doing something else. So I think that's a wise decision.
Love it when a plan comes together.
I love it when a plan comes together. And so for you guys who, by the way, I was going to give you guys a little tip here. For those who watched the video on Friday night, or watched the stream on Friday night, which I was going to put the video up today, but it didn't upload over to YouTube properly, so I got to redo it tonight. So it'll be up tomorrow. But for those who watched it, you know I cut down 4 trees over at the Johnson farm so we could get the update of the map in over there. So let's jump over to the Johnson farm and show what it actually did real quick. We come here, I'm going to enter this vehicle here, jump out of it, and somehow try to get around this vehicle here, but I'm...
Yeah, that extra Quonset makes it, you can store a lot of stuff now over there.
Why? And why is this even over here? I mean, I don't... Anyway, so, alright, so... Okay, he did only put 2 bunkers in, but there's 3 spots. It's a little misleading here.
You can see he put the fill box striping around the 2 that work.
Right, but you see what I'm saying? He left room for what you would think would be a third bunker there.
Right.
Because of the spacings on them. So it's a little misleading in that there should be 3, but I guess there's only 2 there as far as hitboxes go. But anyways, here's the second Quonset here. This is where I cut all the trees down and plowed the grass under and everything. And now that you can see where they're in, the Quonset's here and the ground textures is all dirt. If I hadn't have plowed this under, the grass would still be sitting here, and the trees would be, you know, gone. The trees would go away, but the whatever vegetation is down doesn't go away unless you start a whole new map. And so in order to not start all over again, I had to do that little bit of plowing. So that works now. So life is good in that aspect of it. But again, so for those who were watching on Friday, the point I was getting ready to make is, you know, I got penalized 4 points for cutting 4 trees down without a license, and I also lost cumulative $80,000, part of it from me and part of it from Chris, who made it sound like he didn't have any money and had lost a whole lot of money. Come to find out, he had $250,000 sitting in his bank account that he did tell me about. But I was feeling bad about sucking away his remaining coin out of his purse, and comes to find out he's got a big old bag of it back in the back.
You just didn't ask the right question, that's all.
But anyways, I brought up to you guys, I thought I could edit the XML file for this and fix the problems, right? So if you were watching, you know that I had 4 penalty points right here in illegally felled trees. Now I don't. And I only had 58 points down here for my total points because the penalty for felled trees took away 4 points out of my rating. I fixed that. There is an XML file. If you need to do this in your game, this is the reason I'm telling you how to do this. If you... Owner is selling popcorn Suttons for $190,000. And we have enough money to buy it. Normally $245,000, but we can buy it for $190,000. Should we do that? We'll go into moonshine business, Chris?
Yeah, we can do a little hooch.
I'm sure you could go buy it because I bet you have the money to, but...
I could just transfer it to you easily.
Or you could just go buy it. But anyways, so there is an XML file in your game save for this particular map. So if you go into the game save for this map, and there is a, it is called Economic A Saves. So Economic A Saves, it's one word. If you open that up with an XML file, you'll find all of the stuff in there that pertains to this menu system right here. And it will also have in there where how many gold coins you've found, how many trees you've fallen. So if you want to get rid of that 4 points you took as a hit, you can do so in that XML file. That's the only thing I adjusted because I don't feel like I should take that hit, because I was doing that to adjust the map. I wasn't doing that as part of my gameplay. And then you can go into there is another XML file in there that is called external accounts XML. And that external accounts is where everybody's money's at. So I went in there to edit that to give Chris back his 40 grand that he would have lost during the whole thing, only to find out that he's been hoarding money on me and holding out. Rambo's been hoarding out to the tune of like $350,000. Big Mac's holding $175,000 in his bank account. And Jeff, who rarely ever makes an appearance, is hoarding out $550,000 in his bank account. Even Himmy's holding out on me and holding another $175,000 in his bank account. So I'm sitting over here looking at my bank account that was like, you know, $100,000, and the server's bank account that was right around $100,000, thinking, holy cow, how are we ever going to buy any more fields and everything? And these yahoos have been just hoarding pennies galore over in their bank accounts. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Surprise!
Yeah, surprise! The workers are richer than the farmer. Here, I thought we were working as a collective. You guys are just robbing me blind. Alright, I'm going to visit the museum here, wherever I'm at here. I'm going to run up to
You want to go do 33 and 35?
Yeah, I'm going to go there, but I'm going to run up to the real estate office real quick and see what's up with real estate real quick. We might ought to take advantage of buying popcorn Suttons. We save about 50 grand if we buy it while it's on. The thing about it is this is the one thing I've learned. If you buy it while it's on sale, it costs you whatever the price is that they offer to sell it at. If you buy it when it's not on sale, you make an offer and they come back and counter offer, and you can get hosed in that deal.
What do we got to feed Popcorn Suttons to make moonshine?
A little bit of fruit, which we've got fruit, and then corn and something else. I think maybe no, maybe not. I don't know, but we're gonna find out because I'm gonna put an offer in. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna go into my bank account and take a little money out of it. I took some money out of some other people's accounts and gave it to myself, by the way. I didn't completely fleece their bank accounts, though. I was very nice. I left them quite a substantial amount of money. Well, I only fleeced one bank account. I fleeced $400,000 out of Jeff's account. I left him with $150,000. I thought that was fair. Don't you think that's fair?
Absolutely.
I mean, I didn't leave him without a, pot. I left him quite a healthy sum of money. All right, why is it not letting me buy this? To buy it, I need a rating of 55, which I have a 62 rating. Why am I not being able to buy it? It's not functioning. Uh-oh. What time is it? It's 10 a.m. These people should be at work.
Is it Sunday in the game too?
Well, I don't know. I don't look at that kind of stuff. Where do you even tell what day it is? I don't think it tells you what day it is anymore. Oh, has the owner already sold it? Well, it's not letting me interact with anything else on there, so that was the reason why I was wondering. Well, that
Did
sucks.
we miss out?
Yeah, it looks like we missed out. I don't ever remember, to be honest with you, I don't ever remember seeing a thing pop up that said it was up for sale, so.
No, I remember seeing that window either. All right, I'm swinging back by the farm. I finished raking 52.
All right, well, we didn't get to buy it. Oh, well. It'll happen again at some point, and we'll be better prepared. I'm trying to jump into something here and find something to jump into. Oh, there. Visit that. There we go. All right, we're back at the farm. So I need to get a combine out here. Where is the combine? Did it move down to this one? It has. Nothing's ever where you put it. All right. We didn't want to go into the liquor business anyways. That's illegal stuff.
Well, if the Sam Adams factory comes up, I want that one.
Yeah, I bet you do. Samsung Rock, welcome to the stream. Samsung Rock. Anyways, welcome.
I'll chase if you want to cut.
Welcome. Okay, we can do that. Look, Jeff M showed up in the stream.
Probably saying, "Where's my money?
Where's my money at? Somebody, I've been robbed.
Somebody did me wrong.
Somebody took money out of my account. I've been robbed. If I ever work for that fool again." I gotta go get fuel before I can hook up to this thing. Look at that. We have 33 hours left to fulfill our contract.
That should give us plenty of time. Besides, I think we already hauled some of it earlier. Didn't Rambo do something?
Yeah, we don't have to do but 100,000 liters or so. We're pretty close to having it done already.
Just go to one of the fields. I'll bring the header now and follow me.
I gotta put this tractor up. Whoa! Touchy steering.
Where was that?
I filled this thing up yesterday or the Friday when we were playing. I was in the process of filling it up when you had gone back up there with the roller and kind of was like, oh, is this supposed to...
Oh, yeah, gotcha.
Man, this thing just barely fits in here. Oh. I didn't completely rob you there, Jeff. I left you like 150 grand. So when you get on, you can have some money to do stuff with. But yeah, we're gonna buy some more fields.
We're just gonna dump this over here at the train station, right?
That would be correct. I will be correct there, Chris. If you remember to do it, unlike me. Unlike I, who I managed to always go back up to the silo.
You gonna do a once around, or are you just gonna go off another field?
Yeah, I'm gonna go around it one time.
Yeah, we want straw coming out of that too, right?
Yeah, I was just switching to the external view to see if it was coming out or not. Just was doing that. All right. We're up to 21 viewers. Hey! Man, we're getting there. Yeah, you can tell I adjusted my resolution to back to 1080 because my GPS is back to being big. Our potatoes are done too. We can be harvesting those later.
Okay, cool.
So what you got? You work, you be free Monday, too? Are you back to your normal schedule? Monday, Tuesday nights, Wednesday, Thursday? Trying to talk to you and I'm forgetting to push the button. Are you doing your normal schedule where you're Monday, Tuesday days, Wednesday, Thursday nights?
This week it's Tuesday, Wednesday closed, but all the other days.
I know tomorrow night we're going to do 7 Days to Die. I just don't know what I'm doing the rest of the week. I tried to do some daytime streams this week. Tried to do some YouTube stuff. Part of me says, well, if I go do that, that'll help out a little bit, you know. But at the same time, I feel like if I do a YouTube stream during the day and a Twitch stream at night, nobody's gonna watch Twitch at night because they watched YouTube during the day.
Did you get your 7 days of die server sorted after doing an update?
It seemed to clean itself up last night. I mean, you know, I did all the update and everything. The problems we were having, we just decided to erase everything and start all over again. So last night we started back fresh, different map. But we were having some really bad lag issues there for a bit, and they seemed to just sort themselves out and went away. So I don't know what's up with it. They'll probably do another update tomorrow after we did 5 hours yesterday getting back where we need to be. That's the problem with doing experimental betas. They can update them every other day on you, and you have to start all over again. It's so much fun though, man. It's a completely different game now. You have to, it forces you to do things like in Alpha 15, I had gotten, you know, to the point where I never ran around with first aid. I never ran around with bandages because, you know, unless I had a dog get on me and start attacking me, I pretty much had, I pretty much could just dance around and never get hit. And then the only time I ever really had to worry about it was a pack of dogs or something. And usually I did pretty good about avoiding them or whatever, you know. Or I kept a gun on me for that instance, because I hardly ever use a gun except for when I get overrun by a wild animal or something like that. Or right, where you just get caught in that holy crap moment and you've got to do whatever you can. But that's what I saved the gun for. And so that was the way 15 was. 16, man, I'm constantly making sure I got first aid supplies, bandages, because you're getting hit all the time, and just there's some little glitches in the game that cause, like, a zombie will spawn right next to you and you're like, huh? But they're working on getting rid of all that stuff that was causing those little issues. So, but those were quite humorous when all of a sudden one just appears in front of you.
Going around in circles?
No, now that I'm done with this, I'll go up and down the field. I can take a look at the yield and see how I'm going to do it.
Yeah, one long pass gives you about 50% full.
Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to come down to the bottom of the field and unload me, and then that way I can cut up through the middle of the field. And when we collect the straw, we're going to have to dump it over at the railroad depot as well, because it's going to have to be trained over to that other depot. South Depot or South Rail Yard, wherever it's going. Luckily, train 3 is right here.
Fantastic.
Man, I tell you, I wish my recording software had the ability to split the stream and do like 2 audio tracks to where I could put the music and the game on one, or the music and all the commentary in the game on one channel and the music on a separate channel, so that when I decide to record it, I could record separately, so I could play popular music in the streams, because Twitch lets you get away with that. But then I could also play then I could just take the raw video with just the commentary and the gameplay. I wish I could, take that and re-upload that to YouTube.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah, then I could play like, regular tunes in the music instead of, copy-free or rights-free music in here. Ramboni! Making that cheer. Thank you, sir, for the 100 bits. Appreciate it. Thank you. Now my bits are messing up again tonight. I don't get that. I just can't get everything working right. I watch everybody else in their streams, their bits and everything are falling perfectly. My bits don't want to do right. And once again, I think that all goes back to that stupid processor. Only to you, Rambo. Only to you. Yeah, I just need to figure out how to make about $1,000 and build that new computer. How could it generate $1,000 of income off of YouTube? That ain't happening. I had to hold people at gunpoint. Say what, Chris? I'd have to generate a ton of views. By the time I pay the servers, by the time I pay the server fees, the music rights fees, the stream software fee, and my Adobe membership, I have a negative balance in my bank account. It just ain't working out.
Be right back, guys.
I can launch my survivorsonly.com. That'd be great. I thought poor EVR was gonna have a heart attack last night when I did that. That, or I thought he was gonna just, you know, pass out choking on his vape smoke. You don't have to be lonely. It's survivorsonly.com. There's a cheerleader waiting for you. A zombified stripper or a biker dude. Yeah, that might have been the highlight of the stream last night, I gotta be honest with you. Did you ever make it to Las Vegas there, Missouri? Oh yeah. My single player game, I've been up to like that Joe's Construction or whatever, the construction high rise, which is basically a parkour thing. You got to get up there. That's one challenging one, and then the top of the pharmacy is pretty darn good. I ran the pharmacy the other day and came out with 12 antibiotics the other day. So welcome back, Long Neck Pounder.
The boss needed a hand with an IT issue.
And you needed another long neck. I have to say, I had a few libations yesterday. A couple of cold ones.
Good.
It was nice. Missouri, I don't know, man. I've been thinking about it, but I don't know. I'm not 100% sold on putting it up on the channel. I just don't know.
What game is that?
7 Days to Die. I might. I need to get back into the, I don't know, recording mood. I have to be honest with you, I had so much going on. I just haven't been in the mood to record. But I need to be doing it. I need to be putting some recordings out every day. I've been just doing the stream thing, so. Skills is life. How much was your gaming PC? I don't know. I think altogether, I think I've got about 1,500 in it. In the one that I got right now. The one I want to build is going to cost me about, well, just a bare bones rig, just the process, motherboard, hard drive, just the basic stuff, and then taking all the stuff out of this one. It's going to cost me about $1,100, $1,200. That's not upgrading the graphics card. That's just upgrading to Intel, new RAM, motherboard, hard drive, the basics for it. And then that way I can just take the graphics card out of this one and slap it in that one, and then I can use this computer with an old graphics card that I have and use this as strictly just a streaming PC. But if your budget is around 1,500, man, look at getting like an i7 6700 with, I mean, I went on Parts Picker, or I actually went on Amazon, and I picked out all the parts for mine, minus the graphics card. It was going to be about $1,100. And to be honest with you, I think the smaller Intel 1060s? They're like $300, aren't they?
The GTX 1060s?
Yeah.
Yeah, about that.
The 1080s are about 400 and something, almost 500. You can build a nice A7 rig for $1,500. Oh, for $1,500, yeah, you can get a nice rig.
You can play everything on Ultra.
Yeah, and then you can play everything on Ultra. Like I said, I was just pricing the rig out, and I was doing an i7 6800 with 32 gig of RAM, motherboard, SSD drive, plus a 1 gigabit or gigabyte storage drive. All of that was right at $1,000 plus a case. The only other things you would need would be a power supply and a video card. And you surely should be able to get that for $500. So. I missed who was following. Just go to either go to PC Parts Picker, where you can build the rig up there and it'll give you an idea of what it would run, and that way you can adjust things around. You can also look at some other people's builds on there, but if you just go to PC Parts Picker, you can go through there, pick out what processor you want, what motherboard, RAM that goes with that motherboard, everything. Get an idea what you're looking at price wise. Then I go do the build in Amazon, and then I go do the build in Newegg and see where you get the best value at.
Skills is life.
Do what?
Skills is life.
Oh, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Skills is life. Thanks for the follow, buddy. Appreciate it. Hold my beer. What's going on, buddy? How was your DayZ episode? Y'all have fun? Yeah, no problem, man. I've been looking at all kinds of builds this last couple of weeks, trying to find an alternative build to either, you know, and really bouncing back and forth between, do I buy an El Cheapo i5 system, build it, and use it as a recording computer for this alternative for this, or do I build a big, where do I get my best value? And really, to be honest with you, my best value is just to save my pennies and buy a new gaming rig and use this as a streaming rig. So I'm just, you know, my problem is I can't, in my mind, I can't justify using my personal funds to buy another gaming rig, because I can game on the computer I have right now, and I can game well on it. The only reason I want another computer is because of the live streaming. And if I'm going to build another computer for YouTube or for Twitch, then that has to be paid for out of YouTube and Twitch. I'm not going to use personal funds for that. So, PC Parts Picker is the website you want to look for.
Yeah, I use that on a regular basis too.
It's just a great way to make sure that the parts that you're picking for the computer are compatible. That's what I like it for. if you pick an i7 6800 or an i7 6700 for your processor, you're going to be able to look and find the motherboards that are compatible with that particular processor. Well, yeah, but PC Parts Picker is the one he wanted to know about. PC Parts Picker will give him the easiest way to pick out a rig, because he can see prices, you know, what the suggested retail price or what the current retail price is for that particular unit, and so he can compare prices there and then also go from there. The cooler I was using is the H100i from Corsair. That's the one I was looking at. Yeah, no problem, buddy. I find it, you know, what I do is I build the unit in Price Picker, and then I go to other sites and look at where I can get the most value for my buck, you know. Is it Newegg, or is it, and I may buy part of my components from Newegg, and I might buy part of my components from Amazon. I tend to try to buy from Amazon because I've paid for that stupid Amazon Prime. I might as well get 2-day shipping on everything. Might as well take advantage of it since I got suckered into paying for it.
Did you get the PUBG extra stuff by doing that? Going to Twitch Prime?
I didn't.
Yeah.
What do you get?
You get all kinds of funky clothes you can wear.
Here's me, Karen. That's like linking your Twitch account to PUBG. What is the real benefit other than getting the Mexican wrestler mask, you know?
I don't know, it's just something cool.
Yeah, I don't really... As long as I got a dark pair of jeans and a dark shirt in that game, that's all I care about. Oh yeah, 6 gigabytes is plenty. What's the smallest one they make, Chris? Is it the 1060 or the 1040?
1050 is the smallest one. Then you go to a 1050 Ti and then 1060.
Yeah, the 1050. The 1050 is all you need. I mean, you'll be able to play just about everything with that game, with that thing.
It gives you 2 gigs of RAM on that card.
Oh, does it only give you 2?
Yeah.
Well, forget that. You need 6. I'm on a 980 Ti right now, and this card is fine. I don't have any issues with it, and I don't intend to update it anytime soon. Unless, you know, pennies from heaven come colliding down and I suddenly have a windfall of money to be able to afford one.
That'll last you for years to come, that 980.
Oh yeah. The 1080s do look amazing, I will say that. I think this thing would look amazing if I got past the bottleneck of my processor. I've been disappointed in this video card from the day I bought it, but it's not the video card, I know it's the processor. Now, Missouri, when I originally bought this computer, I had a 750 Ti, and that was a good video card. It was really nice. I liked it. And it played just about every game. Played Farm Sim well and all that other stuff. So, where would you select a solid state hard drive? That's going to be under our storage on PC Part Picker. You're going to need, I would suggest 2 hard drives. I would get like a 250 solid state hard drive for the operating system, and then look at something like a 1 tera or a 1 gigabyte, or not gigabyte, 1 terabyte, like Western Digital Blue or something like that you can use for storage to put your games and all that other stuff on, and just run a bare bones small SSD drive for your hard drive. Which, wow, there was a sale on hard drives the other day. I ended up ordering that SanDisk 250, $78.
For a solid state?
Yep.
Holy smokes.
Yep. Amazon had a sale on solid state hard drives, and the SanDisk, the 250 was $78.
That's a smoking deal.
Yeah, I couldn't resist that one. I mean, I'm a Samsung fan. I think Samsung with their 850s is probably the bee's knees, the top of the heap, but SanDisk's a pretty good company. I own stock in them for a long time.
Yeah, the computer I game on right now, I have a SanDisk SSD drive.
I don't know about those M.2 drives, man. I've had some people, like Hemi had problems with his M.2. I had messed around with them, and I'm a little gun shy of them. Like I said, I've had friends who've had problems with them. I don't know. I always go with like an Asus motherboard. I like their stuff. I just pick one and then go pick another one. Skills, it'll let you put more than one in. I think you look, it has like a plus mark or something, so you can add another one in. Out on the screen that lists everything you've put in your list, where it said storage, I think there's another, like a little plus sign or something right there, so you can add a second one in. Yeah, I think I was looking at a i7 6800 with a Republic of Gamers, Asus Republic of Gamers Maximus board, and then putting 32 gigs of G-Skill on it, I don't know why I like G-Skill RAM, but I do. And I don't know why I just went this direction, but I did. Hi Chris, come by.
I saw you.
An H100i for the cooling on the processor. What else was I looking at? There's something else I had an eye on. Oh, well then I was looking at the Samsung 850 what is theirs? Theirs is like 260, I think, as far as the hard drive, as far as the amount of storage on it. And then I was gonna get a, I think 2 terabit Western Digital Blue. I mean, if you can do M.2, I'm just saying I'm steering away from it. That's just my personal preference. Chris might tell you to go for it with the M.2, but for me, the safe bet is the Samsung Evo 850. You know, I think it's 260 megabit or 260 gigabits. It may be 258 or something. I forget what it is, what their small one is, but their operating system drive, which is around 250 gig, that's the safe bet in my mind. Or like my next bet would be to go with something like a SanDisk.
If you can get a smoking deal.
Yeah, if you get a smoking deal on it. Don't forget, you got to budget $90 in there for a copy of Windows.
Yeah, if you want to put more than 16 gigs of RAM, get the Windows 10 Pro.
I get Pro anyways. I don't even understand why they make Windows Home. Why they just don't make Pro, period.
Yeah, Windows Home, you got a max 16 gig of memory. That's it.
Yeah, it makes no sense why they even run that anymore.
And then if you need the remote desktop capability, Windows Home doesn't do it for you anymore either.
No scope 200 DG. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you guys. Y'all are gonna play Daisy again tomorrow. Hold my beer. That's one I've never played. Never played Daisy. I've just done the Exile one. Oh, we need a straw sweeper, don't we?
Something we gotta collect it all.
If only I could get a pterodon that would do it. Then I could probably get him in here. Do they make a straw attachment for a trike? Prehistoric farm simulator with dinos. Then I could get Hemi to play. I believe we've lost our weather vane. He's gone to Ark. He found him some new Ark buddies over there, and he's happy as he can be. That's one of those games, though, once I get my base built, it turns into boredom.
Once you get one of the top level dinos that can pretty much handle anything, it becomes boring.
Yep. What RAM stick do I recommend? Man, don't ask me to recommend anything for a computer. You know, I'm just giving my personal opinions. They could be completely wrong, but I for some reason I really like G-Skill RAM. I've always gone with them. Others like Corsair. I think you're good with either one of those. What do you think, Chris? What's your go-to RAM?
I like G-Skill's Hyperflex stuff. I run that in every single PC I have at home.
See, that's what I run. I run all the G-Skill stuff, and I really enjoy it. Never have an issue with it. It's a little bit more expensive than like your Corsair RAM, but I don't know, the heat sinks on it are beefy, and it's just good RAM.
Just get high clock RAM that can handle your motherboard and CPU and pretty fast for it.
Depends on what you're looking for out of a case. I'm running the Stormtrooper by Cooler Master. Most of them Cooler Master rigs are pretty nice, but it's big. It's huge. I built it specifically. I wanted the huge case though, so the temperatures in it wouldn't get high. I could run some extra fans in it and keep my temperatures down low. But I was looking at like a benchmark case the other day, or a test case the other day that was really nice. It was more of a cube than it was a tower.
Sounds like yours is a full tower?
Yeah, I got a full tower. It takes up a ton of space. Oh, Chris D, you're getting private messaged.
Okay. I just saw it pop up.
You're being called to the principal's office.
What did I do now?
Really? What'd my kid do? Great. What'd my kid do? How much is it going to cost me? I tell you what my kids did for me for Father's Day.
What'd they do?
Nothing. Not a thing. Not a one of them sent me a card. Didn't get a card. Didn't get anything. Not a gift, not a phone call, nor a letter, email, tweet, nothing. Nada. Which is good, because I would freak out if I got a letter from somebody on Father's Day. They're like, I don't have a kid. I'd be real concerned.
Reality check.
Hey, there was a time when I wouldn't check the mail around Father's Day, you know. But enough years have gone by, I don't worry about it anymore. Just kidding. You got your dad a new barrel for his gun.
33.
That's interesting. That's a different gift. What kind of gun? Drink.
Drink.
Ah, now I know what your private message was.
You figured it out, huh?
Mm-hmm. Jeff's coming to try and figure out how much money he lost.
Well, hey, if he sticks around for us filling the straw contract, he'll gain some of that back.
Yeah, right. Man, all these guys that come and farm with us with dead mics that work in everybody else's stream, but they won't work in mine. Jeff, Mini-Me, Jeff. Hold my beer, 54. You got a Colt 38 revolver. Got the barrel for it. So what'd you do? Did you get him a snub nose, or are you getting him? What did he have? A snub nose, and he got an extended barrel for it.
That's good.
I didn't know you could change the barrels out on a 38 revolver. How do you change the barrel on a 38 revolver?
Isn't it all one piece?
Yeah, I thought it was all one frame. I don't know. It just depends, though.
Did we do one of these fields in oats, or is it all barley?
These fields are in barley. The ones down in old Goldcrest are in oats. Yeah, the two up here are in barley. The third one was supposed to be in I don't know what, and the one back in the corner back there was supposed to be in potatoes, but somebody planted 2 potato fields.
I was saying 37 doesn't look right yet. It's still growing.
That's a screw-in barrel. Interesting. I don't know that I've ever seen that. That's pretty cool. See you, Skills is life. Have a great night. Hope we helped you out a little bit. Good luck on your computer venture. I know I've got an old 45 that when you take it up, it's got an auto eject lever that comes out the center of the. It comes out the center of the. I don't know what you would call it, where the bullets go, right? It comes out of it. Now you can take that assembly apart and you can change the barrels out. But it's a pain to do. Not something I would ever do. My uncle has one of the old Colt 45s where you can take the whole chamber, I guess, whatever. You can, you like pull one pin and slide, and the whole assembly comes out. And so to quick change, you actually pull the lever, pull the chamber, put a new one on there, push the lever in, and close it back up. So. I like my little 45 though, because it's got a little clasp on the top of it, and you flip it, and then the whole gun breaks down where you bend the barrel and the hand or the grip. You bend all that together, and so it hinges in the center of it, and as it pops open, there's a little star-like mechanism that comes up from the center of the chamber, and that ejects all of the brass at one time, and then you can just put your new brass in or your new bullets in. It's wicked cool. But it's tricky to unload too, because you got to use enough, you got to open it up fast enough so the momentum actually makes the brass pop out of the chamber and into the thing. But you can't do it, you have to do it quick and steady, because if you don't do it steady, and you do it too fast, the little thing will, the brass will jiggle out of it and they'll fall back into the chamber, and you would have, and then the little star thing pops back down on top of them. Then you're picking them out one by one. It's a little bit of a finicky. Then again, it could be worn out. It's an old gun. But it's a pretty cool mechanism. Yeah, it's a lot better than a peacemaker where you gotta eject each shell individually and reload each shell and rotate the chamber, and you're loading it through one little gap on the side of the gun. Still the coolest gun ever made. So have you seen John Wick 2 yet, Chris?
I have not. I want to.
It's tough to watch, I gotta tell you that.
Is it really?
Oh yeah. Might not be a young kid flick, I will say that.
Gotcha.
How old's your son?
8.
Yeah, you're probably not gonna want to watch it with him. Probably not. When he kills the dude with a pencil, you don't want to watch that with a kid.
Jeff, you know where to take the straw?
Just take it and dump it over at the railroad station. Red Solo Farmer, what's up?
Have you seen Wonder Woman yet, Bruce?
Welcome to the stream. No, I haven't. Any good?
Yeah, that's definitely a good couple hours worth of your time.
Might add that to the date flick thing. My girlfriend's so cool though, because she's like, I want to see that John Wick movie. I guess she's a Keanu Reeves buff or whatever, you know? I was like, okay, we can watch it. And I'm like, I don't know why, but when I think action superstar, I just don't think Keanu Reeves. Still doesn't. Like, he completely ruins the moment in Matrix when he goes, I know Kung Fu. I just never could lose myself in the Matrix and think Keanu Reeves is a, you know, bitchin' martial arts guy. Like, how awesome would the Matrix have been with someone like Jason Statham in it?
I like the Transporter movies he did.
Yeah, the Transporter, the Mechanic, those are really good. Which way was it? Transporter 2, where the French dude comes to his house for vacation and he gets caught up in all of it.
call?
Can't remember. I get the mechanic and the transport a little confused every once in a while. Yeah, right. He's always the guy from Bill and Ted. Excellent. There's 3 different places that you can deposit straw or deposit stuff there, and I don't think it's in the grain that it goes in. I think it goes in under goods. And I don't think it would be food. Hang on, let me look. Okay, this isn't... Huh. Somehow Rambo was able to get it on there. Or was he not?
He was trucking it.
He was trucking it. I guess you got to take it to the farm then and put it in the silo at the farm. That stinks. I thought we could put it all on the train. I thought he was saying we couldn't take it by truck because there wasn't a drop off, or because he tried to... I'm lost. Let's see. It'll take TMR, wood, silage, sorghum, rye, millet, cotton. Don't see straw anywhere under. Yeah, it doesn't take it. Bizarre. I forget what Randall he was on about, because he had, we were gonna have to take it by rail because there was no way to get to the mill. Remember him saying that?
Something. Is he in the stream?
I don't think so. You know, he's a British dude. He's already gone to bed. 3 in the morning there, so. I mean, I guess Keanu Reeves pulls off the John Wick thing a little bit better than anything else, though, because the one thing you can't say is he's really great at dialogue. And, you know, there's not that many things that he actually has to do other than grunt, you know, pretty much in John Wick, so. I'm here. I can't reply at the minute. I'm in a mission. What are you playing? Playing Arma?
Oh, he is in the stream. Can you not drop straw off the main farmers? I'm not hearing anything yet. You might mute it.
He should be able to. Let me double check that. No, apparently you can't. Apparently you can't put straw anywhere but, yeah, on the ground. That's silly. Well, Jeff, all I can say is maybe start hauling it down to the South Railroad Mill, which is way down south underneath the, it's kind of in the southwest corner, so I don't know how else we can haul it there, though. This is where we need Rambo to actually respond. Rambo figured out how to do it, though. I know you can take it to Dawson's, I know you can take it to Brown's, but it seems like I can't believe you can't store it at the farm. That's just silly. Maybe you could in the last version, and this version you can't? I don't know. Rambo needs to speak up.
Make hauling straw in the butt.
Yeah, because I remember Rambo saying something to the effect is, you know, hey mate, we're gonna have to haul this because I can't get it. It seemed like he said there was no way to go to that particular place, right?
Yeah, something about a train transfer.
Yeah, something about a train transfer. And he was gonna take it to Dawson's, and I said, no, don't do that because they're gonna charge us to get it back out of there. And he's like, oh yeah. And I said, take it to the South train station. And he's like, all right. And I never heard him say anything back about where he couldn't get it in there. You had to haul it with a truck and trailer and cut over the grass a little bit to do it. Nowhere else would let me do it. Okay, so it's got to be trucked. Gotcha. All right. Thank you, Rambo. So, Jeff, here's what I'm going to do, because I don't want you to have to make a million trips with that tractor. I'm going to get a hay bale or a hay loft and put it here at the farm. And then you can just dump it in the hay loft. And then we can get the semis and transfer everything with a semi.
It's a good backup plan, Moose. Good backup plan.
Yeah, it's only going to do 250,000 liters, but it'd be better than the alternative, so. Where do I want to put it? Yeah, let's put it over here. All right, there you go. That'll only hold 250,000 liters, but it'll do for now. Because once you and I finish this, we can go grab semis and start transferring it.
Yep. Are you not on GPS there?
Ah, swerving all over. I'm trying to read stuff and everything else like that. If I remember, the South Mill, if you go past Kellogg's and keep going straight past 47 and 48, I think there's a little dirt road there that'll take you out there, and the South Mill is right there. We'll find it here shortly. And we only need like 200,000 liters at this point.
That's 2 trips each for you and I. We're good.
Yeah, and then once that's done, we can start working on filling everything back up, just trucking it down to the, because I think we vacated everything out of the silo down at the dairy farm.
Oh, when I fed the cows last, there was tons of straw still left in the silo there.
There's still 141,000 liters in there. Huh. We'll fill it up this time. Well, we won't fill it all the way up. It takes like 5 million liters. I don't think we'll ever fill it up, to be honest with you.
That's a heck of a
Optimus
lot of
MV, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you again. Curious if anybody watched Dave's stream today to see if he is going to do PV or PV3 or not. Jeff, did you happen to watch it? Which I don't know when he streamed it either. Go back and watch the archive tomorrow. Alright, so he did figure out how to do the buildable factories, and he's going to do a third version. That will be cool. Arma 3 more than anything, Optimus. I'm tired of Dovetail. To be honest with you, I don't want to buy another thing from Dovetail. I'm tired of them putting out halfway supported games. I've been ripped off by Dovetail 3 times now, and I just don't want to do it again. That's cool. You know, I bought into Dovetail's fishing when they originally started it because it was going to be a full fishing game with boats and all this, and they were going to do all kinds of different fish. It wasn't just going to be carp fishing. It was going to be a variety of fish species. They were going to cover everything. They were sort of going to go the Fishing Planet route, right? And then Fishing Planet came out, and they decided, no, we're going to change the name of the game. It's going to become European Fishing, and all we're going to do is fish for carp. It's going to be all about carp fishing. And I got ripped off. I feel like I should have got my money back on that game because it was sold under false pretenses. And then Flight Sim, they've never done anything with it. They put out their new Flight Sim. It's horribly optimized. Train Sim is just a money grab, and Train Sim World is so horribly optimized that it doesn't play well on anything. The only value over the weekend was Arma. Arma, to be able to get Arma for, what was it, 14 bucks or something like that, was awesome. Even though the game's like years old, it's still an awesome platform. Best military combat platform out there. And I think Flight Sim World's going to be the same way with Dovetail. I think they're just going to fleece everybody with it. If I'm gonna buy Flight Sim, I'm gonna buy it from Prepared, because at least Northrop Grumman's got a real world initiative to make their Flight Sim program as good as they can. I can't really, justify spending $200 right now on it, but I want it. But I also want another computer first, so. The P3D professional version is going to have to wait. Because it's going to cost me $199 just for prepared 3D. And then to get all the add-ons that I need for it is another $100.
Oof.
Yeah. So yeah, just for me to get into prepared 3D or version 4, which is the 64-bit version of it, I'm looking at spending, you know, somewhere in the neighborhood to $300 to $350. Because there's some programs that I bought for Flight Sim that only work in Flight Sim because they're Steam versions. Like Active Sky, the Active Sky weather is only a, I bought it through Steam, so therefore I only get it through Steam. Which was one of those sucks anyways, because I bought it, and like the week I bought it, they released the newest version of it that you could only get if you bought it from them.
I'll come back to the header trailer.
Yep. Oh, goodness me. Optimus MV, thank you, sir. Thank you for your donation and the heart attack. Much appreciated, all of it.
Little bit of support from my end.
Thanks, buddy. We appreciate it. Oh, gosh, it gets me every time. What's really bad is last Last night I almost fell out of the chair. Last night was the best or the worst, however you want to look at it. On my aspect of it, I almost fell out of the chair and nearly had a heart attack when Marty did it while I was playing 7 Days to Die. But for sure, I was a dead man for some reason.
I think get my community again.
Oh, sorry. I think if you go almost to the end of the swamp and take a left, it'll get you there. Almost looks if I just go straight, I'll get there. There's the, all right. You gotta go to the right after you pass the...
Go underneath the bridge, take that right?
Go underneath the bridge. There's gotta be another way out of here, but I'm gonna go up the railroad tracks until I get there, and then once I get there, I'll be able to find a better route out of there. Yeah, you're running up there. When you get up to the bend in the road, you're gonna have to come this way, dude. I don't think you can go that way.
Now I gotta turn around.
Because of the cliff face here. Yeah.
Alright.
It's kind of silly. I have a contract for straw, but no way to get the straw here. Up go the numbers. I would get the Apex edition. I like the Apex edition. I like the mission in the Apex. Plus, a lot of people are running to Noah, so it would benefit you. I'm gonna drive right up the hill here. See if there's not a road access here. There is.
I have to go through the tunnel?
No, don't go through the tunnel. Right before the tunnel, just go up the hill and go up the road.
Just follow the railroad tracks?
Yeah, just follow the railroad tracks.
Is it this place I'm passing right here? Or up by you?
No, it's the one you're at right now. Yeah, dump it in there.
Okay.
Oh, I don't like that. There should have been a road there.
Well, if it's only accessible by train, you gotta be able to have a spot where you can come by
You need to be able to at least put the straw on the train. Hell yeah. Yeah, that one's a failure in my book. That needs to be fixed. There needs to be a gravel road to all those. I had a urgent delivery that had to be delivered to one up by the up by Del Monte, and it's the same way. There's a road to everywhere but that railroad mill. And if I had tried to do it with a train, I would have never made it. Ah, get Apex. $10. Apparently it's on sale right now, I guess. I got you, man. Above and beyond, thanks for the follow. Welcome to this team. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the herd. Waka waka waka. All that good stuff.
Waka waka waka.
Herd. Yeah, it looks like we're about 90,000 liters short right now.
One more load each of us, and we should be able to fill it.
Something like that. You're probably two. Well, yours is what, 35,000?
Yeah, just a little short of that.
Yeah,
34.
I'm a little short of 60,000, so. Yeah, I may have to. I think I may go in and edit that the XML file for that thing and beef it up to about 45,000 liters, because the real one in real life is right around 48,000. We'll get our contract done with like 30 hours to spare. So much better than the onions.
Sweet.
Yeah, that onion contract got a little nerve-wracking there for a bit. I wasn't sure if we was gonna make that onion contract. I have a question. We used the boulder to make gypsum, limestone, etc., right? Then what do we do with the stone from the mine? You sell it at the Browns or Dawson's, and there's one other place that buys it. I forget. Oh, I think the concrete factory. Yeah, that one seemed like a really silly one there with the stone, but let's see. Concrete uses sound gravel. No, you don't use stone there. There was a shop though that bought it. Maybe it's Home Depot. Let me think. Home Depot is boards, paper, Rexall. No. There was somebody that took stone other than Dawson's. Maybe it was the museum? Or maybe it was a
different way this time, Moose?
Say what? Yeah, I'm going a different way. Yeah, I mean, you can go the other way. I'm just going this way. I mean, if you just want to unload the tipper, Optimus, there's that at the pit where you get the stone from. There is a there's a little like silo there or whatever, and you can get it. You can dump it out of there, or you can dump it in there, I would say. Trying to figure out where you could do this at. It was it seems like I've found 3 places to do stone. There it is. Well, no, that's Dawson's and Brown's take it, which you only make $3 on it. So it really makes absolutely no sense unless like they call for a high demand. Yeah, those are the only ones I find. I don't find it anywhere in a factory. So I don't know who would need it. I don't even know why it's in here, other than when he starts to make it where you can build the factories. And that could be it's just a carryover from 15 when you needed stone to build stuff. Dyson Sphere 99, what's going on, man? Master Chef Matt, what's up? Oh, I don't have any of that stuff built in there, Matt. I need to change it over. Yeah, right. It would be cool if you rode all the way down to the bottom of the quarry to pick up a load, then you had to struggle to get out. See, that's one thing I disagree with this map on in Missouri is the fact that you got to go over to the gravel pit and pick up a boulder with a truck and haul it over to the stone processing facility to get the gypsum and all that other stuff running around. The wood and the stone crusher is there. To me, he ought to have a quarry, and the quarry ought to have gravel, and you have your stone processor there where you pick, or at least your stone crusher there that you crush, and then the stone is hauled to the processing facility. Hauling boulders around is kind of ridiculous. All right, so grab another load of straw and haul it down to the dairy. So we can keep the room for Jeff there. Hey Chris, if you want to grab a load of straw and take it up to the composter, that'd be cool too.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a load down to the dairy, I guess.
Did we just fill the contract? Is that it?
Oh, we're 1,000 liters short. So I'll go finish the contract and then I'll take the rest of it to the dairy.
Okay.
Hey, Jeff, if you want to stop doing bulk pickup, like if you fill up the bulk facility there, if you want to stop, we can bail the rest of it. I don't care. Unless you guys want to just haul. Because then we can just put the bales off to the side and transport those whenever.
Yeah, the baler's up at the Johnson farm, right?
Yeah. either way, I mean, don't feel like you got to get it all done tonight. Nothing else. Oh, it didn't like me. I guess go ahead and fill this thing up. Maybe I'll put 2 of them right here and we'll fill both of them up. What do y'all think?
Yeah, I like that idea.
Put another one down here. And we'll just keep this thing, fill this thing completely up. That'll give us, you know, if we fill this one and the one up at the composter up, that's 1,000,000 liters. And then we just sell the rest of it. And then we can haul it down to wherever we need it at our leisure. Or even that, Jeff, if you want to, I'll put 2 more up. And we can haul them in and fill those up. Whatever else is left over, we can just bail and push off to the side, and then I'll haul them down to the dairy one day. Bravo Chick, welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't mind selling them, but I also like filling that silo at the dairy barn up as much as absolutely possible. I do plan on buying a bunch more head of cattle. Yeah, Missouri, how cool would it be if they could do that in this game where you had to constantly tend to your roads as well? Because like we do in real life, I have to haul a box blade or a rake across mine and grade it out all the time. Got a little power, a little grader box that goes behind my tractor that I pull, and it, you know, basically it knocks out any of the high spots and fills in the low spots. You can do that with a box blade as well. But yeah, who doesn't get washouts on their roads going to their farm and have to clean them up? You don't have to in this game. But that would be awesome, man, if you could do that. That would give you something else to do during the downtime, so you weren't constantly fast tracking time. That's the one thing I've always enjoyed, or I enjoyed in Farm Sim 15, was, yeah, I could get my planting done in the first part of the day, and then the rest of the day work on other stuff like, you know, doing some, you know, forestry or mowing grass and the other things around the farm, so that you weren't always just planting, fast tracking time, and then moving on to the next thing. It would make the seasons mod a lot more enjoyable too, because, you know, seasons, Chris and I were having this discussion the other day, and he asked me if Dave was going to make this like seasons friendly. I don't see how you could make a living or how you could do anything in this game on this particular map if the season mod was in, because you'd never be able to grow enough stuff to keep all your factories up and running. But I don't know, maybe if you did run like a 4-day season or 3 days for your per season, you might be able to do it. But if you were in need of vegetables and stuff constantly, it'd be tough. But having stuff like that to do in the, like if you're running the seasons mod on something, in those days when you're not harvesting and you're not planting, it gives you a lot more to do. You know, mowing grass, cutting trees down, working on your roads. That would be kind of cool. That's why I always enjoyed doing the orchards and stuff on Manchester, was because it gave me one more thing that I had to work on. Yeah, some of these modded maps have roads that are so much mud that they're ridiculous to try to get to. The problem with these games and is their limitation, because you're gonna always be limited on how much you can do. Aha! Contract is ended. Ka-ching! So that should give us 2 completed missions. If I go to this menu.
We didn't get any money for that, did we?
Could have gotten a little bit, but we've completed 2 contracts. That's good. That gives us more rating. That gave us 4 points in our rating. That's pretty good. I guess that gave us 4 points. Somehow, we're 4 points higher than we were when we started today. Man, I wanted to buy popcorn Suttons. That just stinks. Choo choo! Man, I hope a train doesn't come. Map is huge. It is, man. It's a 4X map.
I gotta take a load of compost out of here, otherwise it'll fill up.
Yeah, just dump it down to the greenhouses. Oh, will you be able to dump with that trailer though? That's gonna be the question.
Well, it allowed me to dump the straw into the composter that way, gravity fed.
Cool. Must have a big hitbox. Hold my beer. It's all right for single player. You're just gonna have to have something like Horseplay or Follow Me, or you're gonna have to make good use of your hired help for it. You can play it as a single player. There's been a lot of days I've been on this map by myself playing. I think Jeff plays it by himself. Whoa, wait a minute. He took the tunnel out.
Which one?
The tunnel that goes between, like, the extension of the map and the And Goldcrest, the one that I always wreck in, it's gone.
Yeah.
The one that I'm sitting in right now that should be a tunnel, and it's not. He took it out. Cool! I always hated going through that tunnel. Glad he did that. I thought it was a cool feature, to be honest with you, that he managed to utilize it on the original, but I'm kind of glad it's gone. Because I always had to go into first-person view to go through there, otherwise I'd wreck. Yeah, basically, hold my beer. The center of this map is Goldcrest, and then all the outlying stuff is the extension to it. He's added a lot to Goldcrest, but for the most part, it's Goldcrest. Goldcrest in the center, and then the new stuff on the exterior. Like the dairy farm here is completely different. Yeah, let's just do this. Let's Oh, that was a mistake. That was a happy finger. Happy fingers trigger too fast.
Yeah, this trailer allows me to dump this at the compost facility, or the holder that we have here.
Cool. I don't have enough money. Oh, I just killed myself. That's not the button I wanted. That's the button I want. I need two, so I need $180,000, so... figure out where I'm at. Hey, you just got that one field left to do, Jeff? I'm not gonna buy that then. We won't need it. Yeah, we don't need that extra one then. I was thinking we were going to have a lot more straw than we've got. That's fine. We'll just use this, the storage system there. And we'll just keep hauling. We'll fill it up and haul it to the dairy. One or two more loads to the dairy or composter and we'll be done. Because I think the one up at the composter is empty as well, right?
I didn't check that, but the composter's 95% full.
Yeah. Well, you can only put like 50,000 liters in the composter. So, if we haul up the rest of it and put it in the, like fill up the one at the farm and then transfer some of it up the bear, and we'll be fine. We'll have plenty of room.
Yeah, I'm actually putting my stuff away. I gotta jump off. I got an early morning.
Yeah, I'm about done for the night too. I'll probably get on during the day tomorrow and finish the straw up myself and get it all transferred around and situated. Not like we're not gonna have more straw when we start doing the oats, but that'll all be in Goldcrest and can be easily hauled over to the dairy. We'll just do all that in bales, and then that way they can just be picked up and taken over there, dropped into that thing.
Where did this $11,000 come from that I have?
I guess it probably came from doing that contract. Oh no, I accidentally happy fingered a hayloft and had to turn around and sell it. So you guys got all the money from my mistake.
Oh, here, I'll give that back.
Ain't worried about it. I know how to get it when I need it now. I went through all the XML files last night to figure out where everything's at. Know what I could do, you know?
Dang it, there's no offshore account anymore, huh?
Nope. I know where all the funds are stored. Yeah, when we do the oats, we'll do some baling. Yeah, I like to do some baling every once in a while. People like to watch it. People like their bales. Jeff, why don't you get to a stopping point and we'll call it a night, buddy. I'll get on here and work on the rest of the straw tomorrow. Where is the compost at? The compost is up by the Home Depot. Yeah, just do one more load. Just drop your load off here. We're still only at 100, and with that load, you'll be at 159 liters in here, or 159,000 liters. So we'll still have 2 more loads that can go into this one, and that will probably clear that field out. And then later on tomorrow, I'll drive this truck down to the dairy and deposit it down there. All right, boys and girls, guys and gals, thanks for watching tonight. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for sticking it out with me. I had some early issues with the computer not behaving. I still got to work on that a little bit tomorrow and try to massage everything, get everything working right. But I think it's working all right. It's got to be an XSplit thing, so I'm going to write the support team at XSplit a note telling them that their last update is total garbage. Because I never took a frame rate hit like I'm taking right now, so. And they're probably going to go, oh, well, it's because you run an AMD processor there, Moose. I meant to say, true that. True that. But anyways, thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. Thanks for the donations tonight. Optimus, thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Thanks for the bit cheers tonight. Jeff, Rambo, the rest of you guys who cheered. Appreciate it. It all goes into the funds to help fund the channel, so. But yeah, thanks for watching. We'll be back tomorrow night. Tomorrow night will be a 7 o'clock stream, and it will be a 7 Days to Die stream with Casket Man and his crew as we continue to play that a little bit. Try and get some videos out this week, I promise. I just hadn't been motivated lately to do them. Been enjoying the live stream and stuff, but I might do some live streaming tomorrow during the day. So anyways, take care. God bless you all. Thanks for coming out tonight. Chris, you want to say good night?
Good night, everybody. Take care.
Thanks for Chris and Jeff for helping me out. I will see you guys tomorrow, okay? Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye.